ultimate flame swordsman is here. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Let's do it.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Okay, we have Yubel going first. We have no hand traps whatsoever, so let's speed on through the Yubel turn 1, protected by a Phantom of Yubel. Now, what's a way to pop our Scythe? Well, it's going to be through the escape of Unchained. Target an Unchained and one card in the field, which could be your own card, and just like that, wham bam, thank you ma'am, we could instead of using the Unchained, this one, the escape that is, we have the in-grave Yama. Yama can reborn from the graveyard. It states that if a card is destroyed, reborn a fiend and then destroy one card you control. So that could be another way to destroy the Scythe, which will probably be the better way, as we could use the escape to instead pop a card in the field. But what if we want to activate the Scythe early? We would do so right now, the standby phase being the last opportunity. Now we're waiting. If we summon Scythe early, they could have impermanence. So let's wait for them to commit a body on the field, and then we're gonna have an unimpermeable Scythe. That's the idea, right? So why do we allow the Unicorn to activate? Well, if we were to pop it early, we still would have a Scythe that could get impermed. We do not want to get impermed. So we have to wait for 2 cards on the field. Once there's 2 cards on the field, then we could whip out the Scythe. Okay, 1 card, get another one. There's a 2nd card, just like that. Now it is safe to summon the Scythe. Take out the Flame Swords Realm continuous spell, popping our Soul of Rage to reborn the Soul of Rage, to then also pop the Scythe, as the Soul of Rage also adds back from the graveyard a Spirit of Yubel, a battle trap. Now when you attack, it's going to summon, then you have to attack into it, as the Scythe now completely locks you out of that extra deck. Nothing you could do. Apollo USA, negate, and we do have to attack with these monsters into that Phantom of Yubel, forcing the activation of the Spirit of Yubel if we wanted to. There we go, we're waiting for the Volcanic Summon as we then activate Spirit of Yubel, searching for another copy of our Nightmare Pain. And now within main phase 2, we're going to be linking off with the Unicorn. Come forth, Little Knight. If this is not convincing you as a Yubel player to play Scythe, then I don't know what will. That was a crazy turn 1 play into the Scythe, and played absolutely optimally with when and how to summon that Scythe. We're going to be discarding to Reborn with the Spirit Gates. Let's get Reflected. Thank you for the body, mate. Reflect. All right, you're now going first. I want to see Flame Swordsman. Not optional. You have to summon Flame Swordsman or else. Fighting Flame Swordsman is going to grab a Fighting Flame Swordsman from the deck. Wait, is that the same name? Fighting Flame Sword, Fighting Flame Swordsman. Okay, there we go. Let's do it. Droll and Lockbird is going to lock you out of further adding from the deck to the hand, but we're going to finger that Droll. I do not think so. Negate. Now get the Flame Swords Realm, which will summon a Flame Swordsman basic fusion from your extra deck. Now, what else to do? It will then trigger the effect of Swordsman when sent to the grave to search our deck. Or I should say send a card from the deck to the grave, which will then search our deck. Let's get to it. Flame Swords Realm instead. So you have 2 options here. If you don't send the Flame Swordsman to the graveyard to get its effect to send from the deck to the grave, you then send another monster instead for the purpose of making an I Sold. 2 warrior monsters. This is the play. Wait, are you doing it? Making a Masquerena first? No, I sold. You're not sold in. There's no sold in this extra deck, mate. We ain't doing that. That's fine. I sold's cringe, right? We have Salamandra Grave Fusion, which is going to be equipped onto the Flame Swordsman, sent to the grave to summon the ultimate Flame Swordsman. As we now Salamandra equip onto the ultimate Flame Swordsman, which now has the quick effect of destroying a monster on the field. Quick effect, target a monster, destroy it. Nicely done. Let's see what we can do here. We have Masquerena to also link off in response to a play. We have Imperm, Masquerena, double banish, ultimate Flame Swordsman, pop a monster, or Disruption. Can we stop Yubel? Imperm preemptively negating the Phantom of Yubel, as we now activate the Flame Swordsman to target the D-Lotus. It gets dodged from being destroyed due to the Shavara. Shavara, not that we really need it to be destroyed. Come forth, as we now Masquerena into double Little Knight. Little Knight on summon, activate, banish any card in the field or either grave. Goodbye to the Shavara, not allowing it to go to the grave, thus it can't activate to set an Unchained card from the deck. Ultimate Flame Swordsman activating again every turn, target a monster, pop it to then burn for 500. We're going to be negating the effect to then pop from the deck to come forth and summon a Yubel. What the hell do we do here? The Flame Swordsman at the start of the damage step could double this card's attack. That's not very good. We're going to summon the Ponix. Ponix is going to be negated by Ash Blossom. Negate. Now we could chain the Little Knight. Thank you very much for activating Ash. Maybe you should have held on to it, as we now get rid of that Yubel, and you do not have the field spell to be able to protect yourself. We have the Birth, rebirthing our Unicorn back in the field. We're going to attack with the Unicorn, look at the extra deck, say goodbye to that Yama, as we then Flame Swordsman, boost, 7,000 damage for game. Let's freaking go. Murasaki, I am loving it. Maxing the draw phase. We don't care about Gamma anymore since it is now limited to 1. Ash Blossom, negate. Gotcha. Now what? Oh, well, they have full power turn 1, which will likely turn into a Scythe. So it will. Not likely, it will. So it is a benefit for us to know that they do not want to Scythe until we have at least 2 cards in the field, because they want to play around in impermanence. Can we use that to our advantage? Let's find out. Well, now that that's on the field, we could pop another card and get Scything. Wait, we're doing it right away? We're playing into a potential impermanence? Okay, we don't care about imperm. Open field. Trigger the Yama, reborn, pop the Scythe, reborn, and just like that, you're going to be completely locked out of the extra deck as soon as all of this resolves. Going to add back the Spirit of Yubel, summon, pop the Scythe, activate, just like that, mate. Yep, he's setting and passing. Oh my gosh, back-to-back Artifact Scythe. It is pretty cool that the Artifact Scythe combo also adds a Spirit of Yubel to your hand. Having that for a battle trap, it gives you that extra feel of protection if they were to some way wipe out your entire field. And just like that, Chaos Angel banishing that final back row card. Lethal damage of the Artifact Scythe, 2-1 victory. Scythe is popping off. Contract with Dawn 1000. I don't know what that does. What the heck? We both drew a card? Sure. Both players lose 1,000 and draw a card. Okay, it's just a burn. Burn for 1,000 and both players draw. Devardis. Devardis is going to be burning every time the opponent summons. We're going to activate the blue tier. I'm like, okay, we dealt enough damage to drop them down to 58. Sure. Imperm, negate the Devardis, which would have been burning per summon, as we now set up the Noble Arm Museum to grab a Durendal from the deck. Durendal equip onto the Devardis. The Durendal will now be searching for our Oliver, which could discard an equip card or a fire monster to then special summon itself. We're going to Gravedigger Trap Hole, burn for 2k damage to negate. Now it stays in the hand, it's not getting banished, it's not getting destroyed. We're now going to Angel Blue Tier, trigger, to set from the deck here. What the heck just happened? This is insane. The card you set from your deck can be activated this turn. So what is that card? The reincarnation says, banish your opponent's entire hand, and then if you do, they draw the same number of cards. What? Let's go. Wait, end the turn. You had a normal summon? Wait, what? Huh? We didn't do anything? What happened? What the? Reincarnation. Banish. Harpy Feather Duster wiping out the museum. Sure. Wait, this is a lock? It's a lock? I thought it's just when this card's activated, you both burn for 1,000 and draw. All cards that are drawn must remain revealed. What? While a player's spell card in their hand is revealed by this effect, what? What the heck is this card? While they have a spell card revealed, that player cannot normal summon / set monsters. What the heck was revealed? Couldn't we set it? Wait, you can't set, you can set the card, right? All cards revealed? Right, just set it. You could just set it, right? Okay, set it. I mean, it's confusing. I guess we just didn't know. What the? Getting tricked by Trickstar here. All right, come forth. Yeah, I mean, now we just win, right? It's over. Oh, wait. We can only summon 3 more times and we lose. We have to battle over the Devardis right now. We have to take her out. We cannot let her remain. Yep. Wait, it's protected? We had to destroy you by battle and now you're not destroyed by battle? If a Trickstar would be destroyed, banish this card from the grave, we can't summon. We can't summon Living Fossil, Reborn, under Max C. Are we gonna Ash Blossom negate? Negate. How do we even Little Knight? We can't Little Knight. It would require 3 summons. We have to summon, burn for 200 right now, summon an extra deck monster, burn again, and then summon Little Knight, then burn for game. Holy moly. I think we're now realizing that. To battle we go. Goodbye to the Drone Lockbird. Thankfully, they were not able to burn us anymore, but if we activate any card in the hand or grave, the Gravedigger Trap Hole will finish us off. Fairy Tale Snow is here. 2 ways to take out the Devardis. We're going to Reincarnation. What? It's in the name. It reincarnates a Trickstar from the graveyard. Ain't no way. Isn't the snow big enough to kill it? Yeah, so that's fine. Oh! Lethal damage! What the? If special... Can you imagine losing to if this card is special summon burn for 200? That for game? Has that ever happened? Damn. Noble Arm Museum, come to me. Durendal. We now have our Jet Synchron link off into an Anima. Sure. What are the disruptions? We have 3 monster negates on the Apollo, a 4th on the Baron de Fleur, a spell and trap card negate on the Emperor Charles. We have a spell negate on the Angelic Ring, which is a mandatory negate if we don't negate the activation. So it's understood here is if you negate the effect of a spell, the Angelic Ring will still try to negate the card afterward. And then we have in graveyard the Renaud, equip onto the Emperor Charles to non-target pop a card in the field. That is 7 disruptions without the Promethean Princess. Let's go. Can't beat 7. It's not possible. All right, Angelic Ring, negate the blue tiers, whatever that was trying to do. Evenly matches now here as we're going to negate a spell and trap card. Negate chain summoning on Chain Link 3 or higher. We now can normal summon up to 3 times this turn, not just 1. With 5 disruptions left, we have the Magus triggering to return 3 cards back in the deck to now draw 1, possibly into a hand trap here. Nope. Cora Bane special summoning itself onto the field as the Apollo USA negates with 4 disruptions left. I mean, we could see it ourselves. This is not going anywhere as we set and equip within main phase 2. We could have done it during the end phase, which is a bit better to do. Pop it, and there you go. We're going to equip again into lethal damage next turn. 7 disruption proving to be too much for Trickstar. Clean them up. 4,300. Lethal. Game 3, game 3. Trickstar Festival, we're going to be summoning our 2 tokens onto the field as we now can link it up into the Holly Angel. With the Holly Angel, we're going to summon our Candina. Candina is going to be the Imperm bait. This is bait, mate. We got Lycoris. Lycoris will dodge the impermanence. Let's see if we fall for that bait. We did. Just like that. Attempt to negate Candina. Lycoris is going to chain, return Candina back to the freaking hand. Holy moly. Does this mean we have full combo? What's going to happen here? Holly Angel burning for 200. Candina grabbing the light stage. We get staging. Now with the Holly Angel, we're going to be further but boosting. Activate search for a Trickstar. When the Lily Bell is added, it will trigger to special summon itself onto the field. And let's speed on through what we could do here. We're now going to be making a Link 2. The Link 2 will discard a draw card for both players. We have card destruction here. What the? Setting Disturbance strategy to discard 1 to draw 1. We have Reincarnation, burn for 1,000, an additional 200, 5,600. We did trigger the Diablo Star when sent to the grave during the opponent's turn to reborn from the graveyard, then set a card from the deck. We have that original Sinful play. We're now going to Light Stage, lock it up. Is it locked up as long as this is face up? This states that while this is face up, that set card cannot be activated until the end phase. What? And the opponent must activate it during the end phase or else send it to the grave. Huh? What the? It's gone. Okay, that's interesting. Sure. Lycoris burning for 200, additional 200 due to the field spell. We now have Reincarnation plus Disturbance strategy. What is happening here? So they're going to shuffle their hand into the deck, then draw the same number, then burn due to Lycoris. And then the Reincarnation will banish the entire hand, and if you do, draw the same number of cards to then burn again from Lycoris. But this can't be lethal damage, right? That's not lethal. It's like 2,000 damage at best. Holy moly, my hand is gone. No way. Fairy Tale Snow countering the Disturbance strategy and Reincarnation. Ain't no way. This is why Fairy Tale Snow needs to be banned. That was disgusting. How did Snow get in the grave? It was through the Diablo Star, wasn't it? I mean, card destruction did. There you go. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Why is FM Production even playing Fairy Tale Snow in this deck? This normally is not played within Noble Knights. Baron de Floor, taking out that field spell, original Sinful, use the additional effect. We have committed to a normal summon, grabbing the Fire Flint Lady. We're going to now special summon our Flint Lady, make an Isold with a Baron de Floor. Do you need any more proof that Isold is broken? We have Reincarnation, reincarnating the Candina from the graveyard here, sure. To trigger the Crimson Heart to gain 200 life. Yeah, that's all that's doing. Not that big of a deal. As we summon the Ogier from the deck, add back from the grave the Phoenix Gearblade through its own effect. We are now going to potentially be setting up a lethal damage play with the Phoenix Gearblade. No, we're not. We're going all the way. We're going to be making a Dempsey. Dempsey, search our deck for a Renaud. Renaud, special summon, add back from the grave, grabbing our Living Fossil to reborn from the grave. Promethean Princess again reborning from the grave as we further synchro into Angelica. We're now going to add a museum. We have to target the Angelica, then chain Angelica to jump off the field, send a fire from the deck to the grave, then summon a Renaud from the extra Living Fossil, reborn from the graveyard, burn with Candina into the Emperor Charles is here. We're now going to use the field spell to search our deck, come to us as we equip it onto the Emperor Charles, and then we link it up into the Charles the Great. Charles the Great, equip, and then it could trigger to non-target pop any card on the field as we add back the Immortal Gearfried Phoenix, which we could have sent from the deck to the grave through the effect of the Angelica, banishing to the grave to come forth and summon, reborn from the back of our Emperor Charles as you equip onto the Emperor Charles, and just like that, we have over 15,000, 16,000 damage on the field. Ain't no way. Infernoble taking out Trickstar. That was a very good play, though. The Fairy Tale Snow is quite nuts. I'm conflicted. Should I be upset or happy? That was crazy, but I also wanted to see the double banish and draw and return back to the deck play. Holy moly, thank you to both of you for playing this out.